Well, we've got to be careful not to overpromise just because we're desperate for this vaccine to work. But the team in Oxford have a really strong record going back 30 years, and they have developed a successful prototype vaccine against another type of coronavirus, MERS, which has done well in clinical trials. They've also developed vaccines against plague, malaria. Now, if they don't get early, quick results in the UK, they're considering a trial in Kenya, where the epidemic of coronavirus may well be on the rise. Now, this vaccine is known to produce a strong antibody response, but that doesn't necessarily equate to protection. And we're going to need many vaccines. There are dozens in development. So then we'll need billions of doses and expect a huge debate over which countries and which groups of people get the vaccine first.
In 2014, the government, through the Ministry of Health, rolled out a countrywide tetanus vaccination program amid vehement opposition by the Catholic Church. The church argued that the vaccine contained traces of substances that were capable of rendering women infertile. On Monday, NASA flag bearer Raila Odinga moved to assert those claims, alleging a deliberate attempt by the government to ignore concerns raised on the matter.
Today, we can confirm to the country that the Catholic Church was right.
Odinga now wants an extensive audit of the program to assess the damage.
Test results in our possession indicate that some of the women who got this vaccination have since sought further tests and obtained results indicating that they can never carry a pregnancy unless a process of reversing the effects is initiated.
Tetanus vaccine, we can only confirm that the tetanus vaccine is absolutely safe. It is not WHO who is importing a vaccine. It is the vaccine is manufactured by companies. What UN is doing is, amongst others, quality control, but we can assure you that the vaccine is absolutely safe and it is free of ACG.
Then on the vaccines issue, there was, I think, a comment last week from some couple of scientists who said the testing ground for the new vaccines will be Africa. To be honest, I was so appalled, and it was a time when I said, when we needed solidarity, this kind of racist remarks actually would not help. It goes against the solidarity. Africa cannot and will not be a testing ground for any vaccine. We will follow all the rules to test any vaccine or therapeutics all over the world using exactly the same rule. Whether it's in Europe, Africa, or wherever, we will use the same protocol, and if there is a need to be tested elsewhere, to treat human beings the same way, equally. And the hangover from a colonial mentality has to stop. And WHO will not allow this to happen. And it was a disgrace, actually, and appalling to hear during the 21st century from scientists that kind of remark. And we condemn this with the strongest terms possible. But we assure you that this will not happen in Africa and will not happen elsewhere in any country. Proper protocols will be followed, and human beings will be treated as human beings, because we are all human beings.